Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be your next transformation. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which card has a message for you. We have pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi, Group 1. So the first thing I'm hearing when it comes to your transformation is you're acquiring more spiritual knowledge. With higher knowing here, I feel like there's an upgrade and ascension process that's happening for you. And it's almost like there's an energy of you coming into your power, coming into your own. I'm hearing as well leading others. So for some of you, your transformation is creating, I'm hearing a leader, or at the very least a thought leader. There's significance here with books, learning, study, acquiring knowledge. I just heard when the student becomes a teacher. So for some of you, you are stepping into a role. Again, I keep hearing ascension, upgrade. Now, for many of you, I do feel this is spiritual knowledge. I just heard as well knowledge about manifestation. You may be learning more about your manifestation powers, techniques. You may also be drawn to ancient wisdom, but ancient civilization and cultures, because they're showing me someone almost acquiring knowledge, for example, around ancient Egypt, or some of the spiritual or manifestation and esoteric beliefs they had during those times, and kind of modernizing. It's like taking something you once knew and were aware of, or something you've written down in a notebook, and transforming it into, you know, a book, a project, a business, a spiritual practice. Yeah, but I'm hearing there's a lot happening on a mental level. So you may be at times prone to kind of headaches. There could be a lot of mental energy. And I keep looking at this violet amethyst, and I'm getting third eye energy as well. There's an expansion happening in the mind. And I just heard limitless possibility. So part of what you're letting go of and transforming into is letting go of, I'm hearing barriers to your potential, barriers in regards to what you can create and manifest in the physical. But I see you being in a time frame where you're planting the seeds, you're gaining clarity, you're learning, you're growing. And it's like in your next transformation or next season, that's when they will flourish. Because for this group, it's like there is this energy of a legacy, of leaving something that leaving or creating something that helps people on their own journey. Again, I keep hearing like healing, alchemy, manifestation, occult and spiritual knowledge. You may also be drawn to periods of solitude during this time, because with the Hermit and the High Priestess, I keep getting this energy of you may be like a voracious reader. You may be writing. I'm seeing a notebook. There could be a lot of downloads as well that are coming from spirit, but there's something that you're acquiring that you're going to share with others. And again, we all have free will. If that doesn't interest you, you don't have to do anything you don't want to, but I just feel like I feel for this group, you are a powerful leader, and you have the capacity to be a really powerful teacher as well. And again, not all of you will resonate with spiritual teaching, but I am getting, for many of you, I'm getting the realm of the esoteric and again, I keep hearing manifestation. You guys are alchemists. You also have a lot of ancient knowledge and wisdom from other incarnations that I feel like you can bring into this lifetime. Yeah, and it's like you plant seeds, you help people awaken. There's something around what you say, your communication, or what you write that plants a seed in others' subconscious, or it activates something within their own soul. It's like their own spiritual knowledge can blossom and bloom because of that little tidbit you offer. Or you may not recognize just how powerful your words are, but the reason your energy and your words are so powerful is because you've been through, I feel for this group, many rebirths. You've been through, you know, that death and rebirth cycle over and over again, to the point that your energy is just very potent, is what I'm hearing. You may find at times, like I feel if this isn't happening currently, and again, this is your next transformation, but for some of you, you may be going through this right now. You're going to notice the way people react to you. It's like there's this newfound respect, but some people may be a little bit intimidated or afraid. I also am hearing you have like a piercing gaze that sees straight through people's soul, or they feel very exposed by you, but it's kind of like comforting as well, because some people may not have ever felt as seen as they do when they're in your presence. Now's the time for planting seeds and giving birth is what I'm hearing. But it's like the more you feed yourself with this wisdom, this knowledge, really notice what you're drawn to, because they're showing me not like secret society, but it's making me think of, I can't remember what it's called, but it could be like, hidden or ancient knowledge. And it's not hidden in the sense that you can't find books or works on it, but it may be kind of, because it's, so old, it's so old, or it's people aren't as familiar with it, it may be more difficult to acquire. Like again, I'm hearing ancient Egypt, is it Hermetic philosophy? It's just like those kind of, because I'm hearing ancient Egypt, ancient Greece. It could be even for some of you where you really resonate with being this magician. You may be tapping into your past lives and revisiting these times. And for some of you, I feel like you've had incarnations as some sort of healer, teacher, priest or priestess. And it's like you're grabbing that information and integrating it now, and you're writing it down. So that could be, because I'm hearing it's hidden, but it's not. Like it's not as readily available as some of the modern spiritual techniques, but you still will be able to find it or acquire it. And it's also linked to your spiritual ancestry. So for example, if you're drawn again to ancient Egypt, that keeps coming through, or Celtic kind of philosophy. It's like your mind is being saturated in these older ideas, but it's partly because you were there during that time frame, and it's reawakening that knowledge and wisdom within you. So just really notice what you feel guided towards, what is resonating. And I'm hearing you may be studying a wide array of esoteric literature from all different civilizations, cultures, very different writers. It can be modern work as well, because, a lot of the modern manifestation techniques are based on ancient knowledge and wisdom. But I just get this sense of expanding your repertoire, and it's like you're learning all these little bits and then you integrate it. For some of you, what you may be doing is coming up with a new healing modality, or coming up, it's like integrating it. It's like you're sifting through this knowledge to create something beautiful from it, whether it's a workshop, whether you write a book that helps people understand this. Your greatest gift for this group is your intellect. You are so, so intelligent. But you have that balance between head and heart as well, where you're able to decipher some of that intuitive knowledge and wisdom as well, which I think really helps you on this journey. You have here divine cosmic mother womb. Again, I keep hearing like percolating. There's ideas percolating. There's a lot going on in your subconscious mind. Right now is the time to sit with it, because it's like you sit with it, you allow it to kind of infuse your consciousness, and there's going to be new ideas that come through it, because with balance, it's like you're staying centered, but it's like there's all this information and knowledge swirling around you. Be open to ideas from spirit, because again, I keep hearing you're some sort of leader or teacher, or you have that capacity. You also have portals. Also take time to rest, because I feel like right now, again, you're learning, you're growing, you're expanding, but when you come out of this period, there's going to be a lot of doorways and opportunities that come in for you because of the seeds you've planted. So we have doorways into now, letting go of the warrior. Yeah, above the hermit, you have throat portal. There's going to be a time when you're called to put your knowledge and wisdom and your voice out there. We have speak your truth, courage, suppression. Right now, or in this previous cycle, before this transformation, it could have been more about self. Like you were more, I just heard isolated, but introverted, I was going to say. And it's like you're coming into a time where it's like, okay, now I need to leave that cocoon. Now I need to put myself out there. Now I need to share some of this knowledge rather than kind of holding it in or keeping it for self. What did I say? You have emergence. Master number 11. This group, you are the master and you can attain self-mastery in this incarnation, and then you can teach others how to do the same. So we have creation, resurrection, magician. What was I saying? It's like you're resurrecting old knowledge, ancient knowledge. You're resurrecting potentially for some of you, some of your, I just heard lineage, like ancestral knowledge, past life awareness that you can then bring to others. And it's like you're funneling it into like a book, a project, a healing course, or a brand new healing modality. Above the Fool, you have Michael Descent. This references Archangel Michael. You may be very, very connected to Archangel Michael. But again, when I think of Archangel Michael, I think about power, leadership. Your energy is very protective. It's like some people may be very threatened by your strength and your spiritual power, because even if you don't speak, people can feel that energy radiating from you. And your words are just, it's like they just cuts through the noise. It's like when you speak, everyone listens. But it's like some people may be threatened by that strength and power as well. But you are here to guide and lead others and to light that divine flame within their own, or to spark it, I should say. That flame exists inside all of us, but we're not always aware of it. And it's like you have a level of consciousness that you can reawaken others to their potential, to who they truly are. The numbers 32 and 24 could be significant. Yeah, with the wings of light, with the high priest, I just heard you set people free with your books, your words, your communication skills. It's like you can you liberated yourself and you can help liberate others. This could be from karmic patterns, karmic cycles. Again, I keep hearing you're a master alchemist. You're really gifted at transmuting energies from darkness back to light. It's like you help people find their own way out of, painful situations, struggles, doubt, fear. And you have manifestation with the 7 of coins. I'm hearing your manifestation is coming, and you will have, I'm hearing your time in the sun or greater success coming in. Your next transformation is preparing you for the spotlight, for some of you, to be seen, to be recognized, to share your voice. And it's like this period of, I'm hearing solitude or being in this hermit-like energy was necessary to acquire the knowledge and to integrate it within your being, because you're that living example for other people that connect with you. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, Group 2. So I'm hearing your next transformation, you're being aligned to your life's purpose. It's like if you've been through a lot of false starts, or you felt a sense of, why can't I make this happen? Or why, every time I put a foot forward, it's like I slide backward, or things just don't work out for me. It's like now the door is opening is what I'm hearing. So if you face a lot of challenges, obstacles, opposition when it comes to either finding and having clarity around your purpose, or having success in terms of abundance, recognition, everything you're seeking on your path, that's what's changing. Because what I'm hearing is it's like you had to go through these obstacles, these setbacks, certain disappointments to really grow you into this new energy. So I'm hearing, so you were prepared. So there is a sense of, and I'm seeing 888 in my mind's eye. So again, abundance, definite. There's a big change, and especially finishing on the 10 of Pentacles, there's a big change when it comes to financial blessings. But again, it's like Spirit is saying these obstacles, or you may have, with 6 of Cups and the Emperor, you may have dealt with a lot of people that tried to doubt you or plant seeds of doubt within your own consciousness. Like, you can't do this, you can't live your dreams, you won't be successful. But it's almost like, how we develop that hunger, that drive, like that warrior energy. Like, I'm not going to take no for an answer. No one's going to disempower me. Like that type of, that raw energy. Like, I feel like because of these situations, it's almost given you the tools and the strength to have your success now. So, and Spirit is saying, had this not happened, and had these people not been there on this path, I just heard throwing stones, you may not have developed that strength and fortitude within yourself to be able to manage and withstand the amount of success and abundance coming toward you. And it's like, I'm hearing like you never give up. you've been through so many battles with the Emperor and the Nine of Wands, and yet here you stand. You've been through so many transformations with death, and I feel like you faced, again, a lot of opposition or a lot of closed doors where it was like, oh, you know, nothing's proceeding, nothing's happening for me. Maybe I can't be successful. I just feel like I just heard headaches. Like it's just been like because they're showing me someone like scaling with this Three of Wands. I'm seeing someone like scaling Everest, like trying to get, and you're almost at the top is what I'm hearing. So I feel for this group, yeah, that's like you've developed your masculine energy as well, which is necessary for success. I'm also hearing like, for your next transformation, it's less about you transforming and it's more that you're reaping the rewards for all the other transformations you've been through. So these messages are not so much about what you need to do now. I just keep hearing you're almost at the mountaintop. You've almost scaled that mountain. And you have a lot of abundance and blessings coming in for you. And you're going to be very glad and grateful that you didn't give up. Because I feel for this group, it's like nothing can break your spirit. It doesn't matter what anyone says to you, how many times you fall down. It's like, no, like I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna live my dreams. I'm gonna be successful, and that's that. And you just won't allow anyone or anything to tell you otherwise. And it's like that attitude and that mentality is what is gonna reward you now. I feel like for this group, you've already put in a lot of effort. But in the past, you may have felt like I'm working with Eight of Coins, Nine of Wands. Like I'm working so hard. I keep growing. I keep following and having faith in my life's purpose. Like, why isn't it manifesting? And again, Spirit is saying failure are the stepping stones to success. It's like those closed doors, that opposition, people, you know, throwing their rocks at you and trying to bring you down. It's like that was what was developing you into the Emperor that can create this Ten of Pentacles. For this group, you're going to be very, 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 very wealthy long term, like legacy, generational wealth. Like there's the potential for a tremendous amount of wealth. And that's partly because you didn't give up. But again, there could have been either someone's like a karmic person or situation, or your childhood that really tried to diminish you. I feel like people have tried to make you feel very small, but in reality, you were always the Emperor. But it's like Spirit needed you to know that. Spirit needed you to step into that power. It reminds me of that ending, you know, in the show One Piece on Netflix, and at the end, you know, the grandfather's talking to him and he goes, no, I didn't want to be a pirate. I was born a pirate. And then he started laughing and he's like, were you testing me all this time, Luffy? And the granddad's like, yeah, I knew who you were. I just wanted to make sure you did. And that's the energy I'm getting. I just got chills as I said that. It's like you were always the Emperor. You were always powerful. And I think sometimes people may throw rocks at you because they can feel that energy. They don't like it. They're threatened by that power, and perhaps they didn't want you to discover just how much power and light and love you carry and hold. But it's like nothing. I'm hearing, you know, unbreakable spirit. You're so, so strong that nothing can break you. And when your sights are set on something, that's it. You could have Aries or Scorpio. You have a gift for, you have a level of strength and power. You have a very intense energy, but you may have a significant fire placement. Or Scorpio as well, I'm feeling. But we have pure white light, DNA healing, sacred geometry. You could resonate with being an Arcturian, but I feel like you gain a lot of inspiration from the higher realms, from spirit, yeah, angelic ones. You have this beautiful blend of like purity and I'm getting angelic energy, but you're also the Emperor. It's like you can mix together this energy. That's what you've learned to do, is you had to balance the masculine with the feminine. So you could have started in an energy that was more, you know, divine feminine. And again, I'm not speaking of gender, I'm speaking of energy. And it's like you had to learn to develop that warrior, that masculine, because in order to manifest the Ten of Pentacles, you need a perfect balance between the masculine and the feminine energies. We have divine healing is upon you, divine grace and divine guidance. Again, you're very tapped into spirit, and there was something in you that kept saying like, don't give up. Like, you can do this, keep going. Yeah, you had to strengthen in this incarnation your solar plexus. I keep seeing repeating 8s and repeating 9s. because you have 36,999, and under that we have 8. And I'm just looking at 8, 8. So you may be seeing 888, 999. Again, you're almost at completion, I'm hearing. You're almost at that 10 where you're about to start reaping your rewards. Yeah, being centered, balancing power, manipulation. You're very powerful, but you know how to balance power with your heart space. So it's not, you're not sharing your power or delivering it in a way that's, you know how sometimes that emperor can be a little bit controlling, or, sometimes in an unhealthy expression, it can be toxic. So I'm hearing you know how to share your power, guide others, or help others and support others in a healthy way. But with Crown Portal, we have divinity, unity, separation. You're going to be so glad that you didn't give up on your dreams. Like, you may have had to separate yourself from other people. Other people may have, walked away or not offered you support because they didn't believe in your dreams or believe in you. And it's like all you had at times was yourself and the divine, which is a pretty powerful combination anyway. But it's like you're being rewarded for that faith. You have life everlasting. I feel like from now on or moving forward, it's like the struggle is over is what I'm hearing. You're going, and I'm not saying you won't face any challenges, but I just get the sense like some of those heavy burdens and like, scaling that mountain, it's coming to a close. So if you've experienced a lot of financial struggles, closed doors, lack of support, it's like the tides are turning. Okay, we also have here Sananda. I'm hearing you come from a lineage that's very advanced. I think some of you are definitely starseeds. You may resonate with Arcturus, but it doesn't have to be that. But I just feel like there's something around your energy that's so potent, and that has helped you in overcoming this. I also think you've had divine and spiritual support and light beings that have been helping and encouraging you along the way. Because they're making me feel, for some of you, you may not have experienced a lot of support in the physical realm, like financially, in terms of, other people having your back or words of affirmation, but you've still managed to create a level of success on your own. You have protection with Six of Swords. You're being protected as you go through this transition, as you kind of shift to this next phase where I just heard dragon. I don't know what that means. But again, I'm getting that energy, the fire element. You work very well with the fire. You know how to harness it to your advantage and to manifest from fire. But I'm also feeling this sense of, I keep hearing unstoppable. There's a sense that nothing can stop you. And again, you've been protected this whole way. And I feel like you have received a lot of angelic and divine guidance. And that has helped you on the path. But with Pendragon Sword, with 10 of Coins, again, clarity. For those of you who have been working hard, soul searching, putting steps forward, taking steps and moving forward, there's a sense of like knowing, okay, this is my path. So for those of you where clarity has been lacking around your purpose or what specifically you want to do, because for example, you could know you're a healer or have healing abilities, but you may not have clarity in terms of what modality you want to work with, or how you can best heal or serve others. There's some sort of, because I'm hearing cutting through to the truth. So there's some sort of clarity or epiphany and complete alignment as well. For others of you, I feel like you've always known what your purpose was, but it's like you couldn't catch a break is what I'm hearing. Or there were a lot of financial struggles linked to following this. You weren't able to generate the abundance that you deserved and you wanted, and that's what's shifting. I keep hearing you're being rewarded for following your heart. The color green is very lucky for you as well. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, Group 3. I'm hearing your next transformation. You're about to be really shocked and surprised by the twists and turns of fate. Now, because I'm hearing it's going to be a wild ride, but it's going to be blessed. And I keep looking at these lightning bolts. And again, so much divine with 11. Well, technically it's card 11. So 11, 11, 11 with so many, synchronicities, divine inspiration. It's like you're going to be feeling the magic of life, because I keep getting like quick downloads. I mean, it's funny. We have the 8 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, like 2 of the fastest moving cards in the tarot. So there's a sense of things happening very rapidly that catch you by surprise. You're not going to see this coming, but it's a blessing, I'm hearing. Like, it's like you're expanding, you're letting go of what has been. Your intuition is on a whole nother level. There's a sense of you're spiritually advancing, and that's what's speeding up your physical reality. That's what's creating changes in the physical. But there's a lot hidden behind this veil with the moon. For some of you, it could be a partnership. It could be a divine union or a very significant soul connection. And if you don't want a romantic connection, it can be platonic. But there's just this sense that there's a lot that spirit has up its sleeve, but it's like it comes after a period. It's like everything's stuck, nothing's happening, nothing's manifesting, and now everything's coming in at once from left field that you didn't expect, that you're like, wow, how can I gain my bearing right now? You could be feeling, for example, a little bit confused or overwhelmed, but it's like, it's your divine destiny is what I'm hearing. Because what your challenge in this next cycle or transformation is going to be trusting life, trusting the divine, and letting go with the Four of Coins. When this starts happening, you may feel like you need to hold on, or you feel uncertain or scared, or you're having difficulty like gaining your footing and gaining clarity. But Spirit is saying, let go and trust. And that's going to be the challenge. You're going to see a lot of synchronicities. Like I just keep seeing like, especially 11s, but you may be seeing a lot of repeating numbers. Because as I said that, I just looked down and saw 11. So you have 4 11s on the table. Again, like, so it's like divine alignment that you've created enough shifts energetically while you are in this, hangman state, that it's like it's like jumping from like the lowest timeline of experience and expression that's very slow up to the highest, like going from nothing to everything. There's some sort of, or rags to riches, or, feeling like, there's no real connections around me, to meeting like the most beautiful divine love you could have ever fathomed. There's something that catches you by surprise, but in a good way. And it's like Spirit isn't going to be revealing everything. Again, I'm hearing it's behind the veil. They want you to trust and enjoy it when it shows up. And again, for some of you, I keep feeling a very significant connection. But it's like you're not going to see this person coming. You're not going to understand. I don't know. You could be focused elsewhere, or just, you may have already felt like, oh no, like I give up on love, or, I don't need connection right now. I'm just focusing on myself. And then all of a sudden it appears. But again, I'm hearing you've kind of not rigged the game, but you've got your frequency to a point where it's like everything works in your favor. Because I don't feel like this being is putting in that much effort now. It's the effort you had or put in the past that you're reaping now. But again, they want you to trust how it unfolds, because it may not be exactly the specifics of how this comes in, or what it is, or who it is, may not be exactly what you had in your mind's eye, but it's like you're going to be grateful it happened that way anyway. That's what I'm getting. Like there's a sense of, thank God it did happen this way. But the main lesson though is surrender. Don't hold on to anything. If something leaves, let it. If something comes, allow it, because it's like there's a new like portal of existence, a new life essentially, because I feel a lot is going to be changing for you. Yeah, but you've lifted, that's what they keep saying, is you've raised your vibration so drastically that everything around you is going to change, and it's all going to come in at once. I think it was Paulo Coelho, the author of The Alchemist, that said the universe either tests you by having nothing happen or having everything happen at once. That's what's happening for this group. That's your next phase or transformation. Yeah, shifts of light above the moon. You may have had to spend a lot of time, again, in solitude or just working on self. Sitting with the unknown, feeling like, is anything going to happen? Will anything change for me? Not really knowing which way's up or what's next. And now everything's happening. We have beam up your vibration, open to star family. And you also have shine your light. Wise action, space for grace, Kuan Yin. I just heard let go and let God, or the universe or source or whatever you believe in. But it's funny that card is sitting above, the Four of Pentacles. So that's the trick, is like you are already radiating this beautiful high vibration. You've already done this inner work. There's so much light around you, and that's what's affecting your energy field, because it's like a vortex of blessings is what I'm hearing. With the 10 of Cups, we have exploration, boldness, unknown, limitless. You have so much potential, and there's so much energy that's rushing in towards you. And look, and I just keep being drawn to the wings. So psychic, intuition, truth. This group, you are very psychic, but don't be surprised if some things are blocked and you don't see them coming, because I keep hearing you're not meant to know certain things. It's like spirit wants to surprise you or wants to bless you for the work you've done. But this group, you're definitely psychics. You're very powerful. I just heard witches. Some of you may resonate with witchcraft, or you're really gifted at jumping timelines or shifting physical reality, but you do it in such a subtle way. It's like, and it like people may not notice, like it may look like, oh, nothing's changed, boom, everything's coming, everything's shifted. It's that type of energy. Or you may have been in a period where, I don't know, like where it was stagnant or it felt like nothing was happening. But with this eagle, I'm keep being drawn to eagle eye view, like highest, the grandest perspective. It's like you may have had to wait in silence or solitude when it appeared that nothing was happening, but behind the scenes, everything was happening. Yeah, look, you have gateway with 3 of coins. If you've been looking at, oh my God, you have another 11. That's crazy. So 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Oh my God. There's so much happening. There could be a gateway when it comes, or gateway or opportunity when it comes to using your talents, expressing yourself. If you feel like you've been in the darkness, this next phase of your life, it's like you're going into the light where everything is blessed. In this life, it's like you're living 2 lives, and it's very extreme, because I'm getting like, you know, Cinderella, rags to riches, like night and day, experiencing all this darkness and now experiencing all this abundance and love. Like, I don't know, you're going to look back on your life and it's like, this was the turning point and everything changes. Look, you have golden light. And notice all the gold. I feel this group, you've done so much work on yourself, you emanate a golden aura. But when I think of gold, I also think of abundance, Midas touch. Your luck and your fortune is about to change in a really drastic way. It's like you can't put a foot wrong in this next cycle. And I'm not saying, I shouldn't say it like that, because I'm not saying like, oh, you'll never have a challenge, or, you know, you'll never have to put in some effort and, you know, struggle a little bit, but it's not going to be like it used to be. There's a sense that you're going to feel like everything is working in your favor. Like you're just so, your energy field is so potent and powerful and aligned with the light, with this golden, and I just heard your golden years. So again, it's like they're showing me someone that's in the darkness. They may not be seeing their manifestations. They may not be seeing the fruits of their growth, but you're about to. And have you noticed with this card as well, I can't really pronounce this, but it's like Lapis Excelsis. But can you see the gold, the path? We have a path here leading to gold. We have a golden path. It's like following the gold. There's something that you were following silently, but on the surface, it looked like you weren't doing anything. Like other people may be really shocked. Not that it matters, but they may be shocked at who you become or how your life is about to transform. You may, and I'm hearing you're going to be shocked as well. This is really beautiful energy. This card, I think, relates in the book to like a change in perception, which is ironic because it's sitting above the hangman. So I feel like it's like you change your inner landscape, and I'm hearing as within, so without. So everything is changing in the physical, but there was a delay between you changing your inner state, your mindset, and what was showing up in the physical. But with the Knight of Swords, with multi-dimensional healing, again, this group, you're spiritually very, 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 very powerful. I'm hearing your witches, your alchemists, your priest or priestess. And it's like you healed all these timelines. You healed and closed all these timelines. You cut karmic cords. You broke ancestral patterns. You set yourself free. And it's like this, I'm hearing this onslaught of love and light is pouring back toward you because of the work you did. But it's like you're so powerful and magical, but it's like you may be unassuming in the sense that you don't draw attention to it, or you haven't, because I feel like people haven't seen all this. And maybe for you felt like, yeah, I am changing and growing, but I can't see anything in the physical. Like I can't see beyond the veil, or I'm normally super psychic and intuitive, but spirit isn't showing me what's coming right now. That's because they want you to be surprised and, you know, overwhelmed with all the beauty of what you've created. It's like your life is about to be so magical. I can't even put into words what's coming towards you. It's so profound. Okay, so that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 4. I'm hearing for this group, you have had to go through and live through so many tower moments, periods of potentially self-doubt, of doubting your path, who you are, what you can achieve, what you can bring to the world. You may have had to deal and gone through many karmic cycles, especially in love or in close relationships. And it's like your self-love journey is paying off. With divine beauty, I feel for this group, your next transformation is you fully living the beauty of who you are. Now, I do feel for some of you, you may have gone through a physical glow up as well, because I keep hearing people are recognizing just how beautiful you are. But it's not just with the Empress. I do get that energy of beauty. And we have, Taurus, Libra, we have Cancerian energy, we have Aquarius, we have Capricorn, Scorpio. But there's a sense of when I think of these signs, it's like magnetism, that divine feminine energy that we can embody, where it's just that Empress, where you just draw people to you. Like I'm hearing moths to a flame, but it's technically not strictly physical, because some of this glow up has to do with your aura and your energy field that's making you so magnetic. But I think physically there could have been a glow up as well, or you really embracing your unique beauty, your style. There's something about you that people can't forget. It's like, I just said, once they get you under their skin, that's it. It's like, I don't know if you've dealt with or you will be dealing with people that get quite, I don't want to say obsessed in a toxic way, but there's a sense of they may just get very captivated by you and your energy. For some of you, I'm hearing your spirit animal or the spirit animals around you. I'm seeing tiger, peacock, and I'm also seeing a snake. And again, when I think of snakes, I think of transformation. Tiger is like confidence, being in your power, shining bright. I think for some of you as well, you may want to get tiger's eye. You may want to wear tiger's eye. I get that really strong for you. And with King of Wands, again, and we see this peacock, there's a sense of sharing all of who you are. But I feel like this has been a lengthy process to get to this. For some of you, you may have been afraid of sharing your light because it tended to create this energy, toxicity coming towards you, or jealousy, or negativity, especially with the Nine of Swords. And I think for some of you, your biggest challenge to overcome, I'm hearing, was self-doubt, questioning yourself, insecurities. But these insecurities could have come from other people being threatened by your beauty and your light. But sometimes we can internalize this energy and feel as though, oh, maybe I'm lacking, or maybe I'm not good enough. But in reality, it was other people's stuff that they were projecting. So that's possible for some of you as well. But I just see you coming into a period where you're shining unabashedly, where it's like, I'm going to live and be all of who I am in my fullest capacity. And if you don't like it, you can go. So the transformation is extreme confidence and self-love because of all these tower moments, all these swords, or I'm hearing like words as weapons. Like people could have used their words to try and cut you down or put you down and tell you you weren't this star, but you were always the Empress and the star. That's your birthright, and that's who you are, and that's who you're going to be with the King of Wands. It's like, if my light is too bright for you, look away. Like you're coming, I just got chills as I said that, very empowered energy. For some of you, because of your confidence and what you know you deserve now, if there were fears around shining too bright, like if I'm successful, or if I'm rich, or if I'm too physically beautiful, well, physically and energetically beautiful, I want to say, because it's all of it, right? It's like, if I shine too bright, are people going to come after me? Are people going to try and tear me down? Are people going to, I don't know if you've had people put you down, like your appearance, or try to tell you you're not as bright and beautiful and gifted and, unique as what you are. That's what I keep getting. It's like people trying to cut you down. And I feel like now it's like they can't get under your skin. It's like your energy field has grown so powerful that it sets the precedent. Your energy is pushing out, affecting others, rather than other people's energy field being able to affect you. I also feel like you've gone through so many tower moments or people trying to cut you down. It's like, what's the saying? Water off a duck's back, where it's like nothing gets under your skin. You have a level of confidence and power now where I wouldn't want to cross you or come at you, because I feel like you're someone that's very fierce. it's like you have this beautiful divine feminine energy, and you can, you know, be in that flow, that receptivity, that creativity and beauty, but you can also bring out this fighter, this warrior, this tiger. And it's like you're not afraid of that roar anymore. Isn't that a song by Katy Perry? Something like Roar, or I don't know. You may want to look at that. I don't know what the lyrics are, but maybe check that out. But I'm just getting that sense. It's like being unequivocally myself and not caring what anyone says about it, not allowing anyone to have me stumble. You know, if I'm shining too bright or if I'm too beautiful, too successful, it's like, I don't care. Like, that's your problem. And rather than you being too much, now you see it as, well, maybe they're not enough, you know, because at the end of the day, they're threatened by you because of how much you have to offer and who you really are. So it's a really powerful, just such self-love. Some of you may have been doing mirror work, or I just feel like it's almost like falling in love with yourself, not in an egotistical way, but in a sense that you love every facet of yourself, even your limitations. You've done so much work, like mirror work, shadow work, where you just feel completely at peace and comfortable with who you are, where you're at, and what you can offer in this world. And it's like, I'm just hearing applause for you because you've come so far. And that's your transformation, is being in this energy, being in your power, but seeing the ripple effect, because it's this energy that's unlocking all your blessings and all your gifts. You're also, again, going to be more magnetic. Your manifestation abilities are at the next level. But with the Knight of Coins, you've had to exercise a lot of patience, because I feel like there were all these darts thrown at you, or things trying to obscure your beauty, your light, your talents, your abundance. And I see you like pulling away the layers so you can expose who you really are. Because I keep hearing you were always the Empress and the Star. I think people have been threatened by your light. We have cosmic circles. I'm also hearing you're being gifted and blessed in this next cycle with creativity and beauty, because I keep seeing the number 3 here, and we have the number 6. I'm just getting this energy of you may have a lot of abundance or success in something that revolves around, it could be literal beauty, health, the arts, creation, working with women, children, the divine feminine energies. That's coming through strong. So we have create sacred space, embrace unlimited possibilities. As you are stripping away your conditioning or the things people have said to you, it's like all these doorways are now open to you. You have universe. So we have Metatron. Archangel Metatron could be important. We have master number 11 as well. Wholeness, commune with all life, micro, macrocosm, as within, so without. As your perception of self has changed, those fears and those doubts with that 9 of Swords underneath have fallen away. You're the butterfly now. You're flying free. But it's like that wholeness, you had to embrace all the facets of self, perhaps like limitations or things you felt were, you know, less desirable or less lovable. It's like now you're reclaiming it and owning it all. You have Gaian awakening, preparing, relocation, ascension. Things are going to start picking up very rapidly and readily. I keep seeing the number 8 for you. What do we have here? Yeah, I keep seeing 888 in my mind's eye. We have 8 here as well. But there's just a sense of when we truly love ourselves and we know we deserve the best, it's like the best always finds us. And that's what I think is happening, because with King of Wands, you have trust, and we have overcoming doubts, insecurities, patience. Again, you're being rewarded for all your patience and you overcoming insecurities. Because when we see that King of Wands, the Empress and the Star are not cards of insecurity. They're cards of empowerment and being in that power. Again, we have the number 6. You may be seeing 666. I'm hearing things are going to become more harmonious in your world externally because you have integrated your shadow, you've integrated and transmuted certain fears, so things are more harmonious within you. It's like there could have been parts of you that were at war with yourself. You could have struggled a lot with insecurities or I don't know if self-destruction is the right word. It's like, you know, when we're just not at peace with ourselves, we're struggling to love all of ourselves. It's like there could have been parts of you that you found difficult to bring into the light, to give love and compassion to those parts, or to those, it could be things you've done in the past, thought patterns, belief systems. And it's like you've called all of it back into yourself and healed. Look, you have Dragon Magic. We have 35, number 8 again. Yeah, it's like you are magical and things are about to get really magical and really flow for you because you're entering a time of harmony. You have pathways of light. Yeah, you've definitely opened up to new paradigms, new paths. And again, I keep hearing there's a lot of beauty that's going to be coming in for you. For some of you may create beauty, or you may work in the realm of beauty, the feminine. There may be something that you're creating or you do in terms of business or the arts that creates a lot of beauty and a lot of success. You have, with the Devil, a knight on earth. I'm hearing you're coming out of the dark night of the soul. You're coming out of an energy of fear, insecurity, self-doubt. I'm also hearing you broke certain karmic patterns. You could have had connections or people, again, that tried to squash you or tried to convince you you were less than you were, less beautiful, less bright, less talented, successful. It's like you had to cut through that noise to really connect with yourself. And you also have above the Empress, Abundance Mandala. So again, with the Empress and a card of abundance, you're entering a time of far greater abundance, but it's like it's going to feel, I just saw 1111 on the timer. It's going to feel very synchronistic. It's going to feel like you're, effortlessly calling in abundance. Oh, we do have 888 as well. And it's going to feel like this abundance is just flowing to you. But again, it's because of what you feel you deserve. You've leveled up in regards to your own self-worth, your own divine beauty. And when I say beauty, I'm talking about beauty on every single level. This is physical beauty. It's the aura around you. There's something around it because I keep hearing you just glow. You just shine and you radiate. But I do feel that love. It's like it's pouring through you and out of you. I just saw 1147 as well on the timer. So you may be seeing 1111 and that's a sign of good fortune and abundance coming toward you. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day.